Hi, I'm Chas, and you're watching Chas's Crazy Creations. Well, we're just a couple weeks in and the garden's coming along nicely. Here are a few hiccups that I'm having along the way. First up, my carrots don't seem to be making it. Most of them have died off and I'll probably have to try to replant them. On a positive note, most of the seeds that I planted are starting to sprout, and these peas look amazing. One thing that I was completely shocked about was the amount of bugs that I already have. I have anything from spider mites to aphids to ants, you name it, it's already showing up in the dirt and in the bales everywhere. Luckily, I have some natural predators showing up like wasps and daddy longlegs. And another surprise, see all this green? Turns out these are probably hay bales and not straw bales like I asked the farmer. The good news is all the green should die off soon, and I should still be able to do just fine with these. Some of the bales have started to grow a little mold, and this won't last long, and the plants will not absorb the mold. Mushrooms started to sprout in the bales, which is a good sign because it means the bales have begun to decompose. I tried spraying my garden with soapy water because the bugs were just too small to pick off. Unfortunately, there were just too many of them. They were all over the garden. So I used my favorite garden spray, which is organic, Garden Safe Fungicide 3, and I followed the instructions on the back of the bottle for taking care of my garden. You can see that the weeds were coming up in full form, and I would be having to deal with all of this if my garden was at this level, but it's not. And as you can see, all of the suckers of the trees were already coming up all over the garden. I'm so glad I don't have to deal with this in my bales. Now, in addition to just the suckers in general, as you can see here, there's a sticky residue on top of these leaves. This is from aphids. Aphids leave behind a sticky residue on their leaves as they eat away at your plant. We've had a very wet spring, and that is why we have so many bugs. And as you can see here, the aphids are green and they're crawling, and you can see all their eggs. The predators are in full form trying to attack and eat up those, but it's hard to keep up when you're having such a mass amount of bugs this year. That sticky residue that the aphids leave behind attract ants and wasps. They also help eat the aphids, which is a good sign, but it's not so fun to have your ants crawling all over your garden. Our dill grows naturally in our garden. It reseeds itself, and I just let it grow so that we can enjoy it every year. One thing I was excited to already harvest was some red rhubarb. I'm excited to get cooking with it already. I hope this helps you with some easy DIY plant care. I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my YouTube channel and my blog at chascrazycreations.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.